Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo matatag, lakad matatag!
Normally,
Choose your hero.
Smart move. Okay, I gotta say I favor Atlantis here by a bit. Making this Dawnbreaker, make sure he doesn't chill next to the creeps he'd like to last it too long. Oh wow. Well, at top things are just starting off. At bottom, Grimstroke got turned on. The chains then from Alchemist plus Shadow Shaman turned out to be too much damage for him. And Dawnbreaker caught in place. You're supposed to be the aggressive one here. Ken needs his tempo. Mid lane. Oh boy. Oh boy. Teehee. That's scary. He does manage to stand his ground a little while longer and then once again feeding the herd. Chicken has a little thing to unbottle though. Now oh my god, Ken. RIP. Deal here greatly reduced. Should still be a free Grimstroke kill, if nothing else. Now Void Spirit, he has a haste. And with that haste rune, able to get himself in perfect position. Keeper of the Light at least manages to dodge the stun, forcing Void Spirit to go deep, but he gladly will. Throwing out all the damage they have. Nice hacks. But Wonder Boy should be able to get himself out. The time to have a chance. Neeks Assassin getting chain stunned up. Spiked Carpus. Not all that powerful yet at the lower levels. And down goes Lucify. Ken 2 got procced another time at that bottom lane. Finger to go for something bigger potentially. Teehee almost down, but Keeper of the Light comes in. There is Dawnbreaker providing some support just as the Mars arena gets dropped. And what Mars? Ayat gets taken apart by so we'll see if the Aegis is actually gonna be that useful for XERXIA or not, since Shadow Shaman gets eliminated right there. He did use his ult for Roche, so wouldn't have been that big of a threat anywho. Then they should have at this time, but not all that much considering that they lost 2 out of the 3 lanes. As I say that, Alchemist dies, giving a lot of that gold back around to Atlas, and Teehee will follow him into the grave.
Dire's middle tower is under
Just dodge the arena, and that's a big spell wasted for nothing. Anti-Mage caught farming the Dire side and will get himself out thanks to Dawnbreaker ultimate. It ends up being a 1-for-1 trade so far. Spear connecting onto Grimstroke, follow-up stun. RIP Grimstroke. It's been nice knowing you, Ken. Now that they are being smoked on Void Spirit this time around, he may actually be dead. They are trying to nuke him. Nope, not quite. Instead, he turns around with that Grimstroke stun, and that will be a kill on the Shadow Shaman. Grimstroke dies for his contribution there, but it's good death. Dawnbreaker wouldn't be. Yeah, that's awkward. Alchemist. Mars got himself a Desolator queued up too. But Dawnbreaker, she could almost buy hers if she wanted to. Shadow Shaman gets stunned up, gets silenced up, while Poyo is getting gone on. And support for support, Alchemist silence to make himself stun means that fight is gonna be disengaged. Neeks Assassin is gonna try and go for a kill on the Dawnbreaker. Doesn't realize he isn't in all that great of a spot, but with Grimstroke dead, the position doesn't become so bad anymore. Dawnbreaker trying to teleport TP out, will get stunned up though, and freaking destroyed. Same goes for the Lion. 3 tower melting just as quickly. There is a Desolator as well as an Assault Turret. And a beautiful Mars Arena coming out. Anti-Mage. He manages to survive. Lion not quite though. And Manga Rose has to get out of there. Turns on the Shadow Shaman. Will kill off Teehee. While Mars goes and takes care of Dawnbreaker. Now Anti-Mage gets punished for Teehee though. And Grimstroke dead as well. This is gonna be GG. And yep, Wonderboy calls it. Oh, that was a beautiful game. That one was actually really fun to watch. And with that, we are gonna go to a little bit of a break, ladies and gentlemen. There. And in the nick of time, Atlantis will pick up an Urza. Great answer to the Juggernaut. Great synergy with the Templar Assassin. Great synergy with the Shadow Shaman. Actually, perfect pick to... Lucify could be in a little bit of trouble. And that is gonna be our first blood indeed.
Dire structures are fortified.
Ponyo, trying to run down Keeper of the Light, will succeed in doing so. The only deaths so far are on this Keeper of the Light against Dawnbreaker. Well, that is okay, Dawnbreaker does get sniped with a swashbuckle, just enough damage. Rupido. Rupido. I am amazed with this man's absolute doctrine not to die for Mango Rose. I would have totally pressed R, killed off the Urza and then died brutally there. However, ooh, nice one. Dawnbreaker decided to risk it all, got punished for that, and there finally is gonna be the Rolling Thunder. Now that big... They have more. Tiny gets trapped up. But there is the follow-up with Pangolier just meeping his way through. That must have hurt. Though a lot of resources expended to get a kill on Wonderboy, that was the one kill they... Shadow Shaman denies the rune and dies. Okay, he doesn't die quite yet, so Jugger just presses Omni Slash for good measure. Pangolier gets killed off on the top lane, and with Jugger Omni slashing that early, how big of a lead they have. But the Roche Pit is gonna get scouted out immediately. Ayat will be the first to fall. And in comes the Pango Rolling Thunder that makes fighting around the Roche Pit absolutely impossible.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
No more Rolling Thunder. They may want to go back in. But Roche scouted out Dawnbreaker, running into 5 heroes, and she got a combo with a stun in. But that's all she's allowed to get in, as now Roshan. They are hunting all the time. And while they're not finding a lot, Atlantis, they know what's going on, and they can't farm either, because suddenly 5 people go missing from the map. Hero down and Keeper of the Light down though, as they didn't expect to run into 3 people who then immediately... And what's it gonna be next? I hope either the Shard or even better the Scepter. Pangolier is just gonna get Mars ulted. Ayat will pay with a scythe for that. Still nowhere near as valuable as this Pango with a Diffu Blade and a Blink Dagger. XERXIA, they're fighting really well and they're getting everybody low health. It's just they don't quite have any targeted nuke damage. There is a lot of like, if only they had his use old scenarios in this game. Keeper of the Light, he gets nuked. Because Atlantis, if they do a job, they make sure to finish it. Mango Rose getting himself a double kill on that Urza, and it's starting to look like a 1-1, boys. Dawnbreaker ults towards Shadow Shaman. They want to toss Tiny, and they will get him. Tango slowing down the kill at least a little. With that, Mars finding a 3-man arena as the outpost was being contested, and that's Tiny death before he can have any impact at all. Goes Scepter, lets Jakiro live a second longer, but it's just a second of life you can do nothing with. Roche up in 15 seconds as Atlantis, they smoke up. Wonderboy with a double damage rune running down the mid lane, and Atlantis will join his teammates' game. Or well, I mean, they haven't quite ended it yet. but
top tower
you know,
is under
20k is how much it takes nowadays to have what used to be the 10k advantage. You can't lose anymore, and we have a huge initiation. Nice attempt to counter it by XERXIA, but they simply do not have enough resources. S2 for nothing, and they will get once again the Shadow Shaman. Jugger ultimate, jumps on the creep wave. Oh, RNG just says no. Rip Ken, Wonder Boy getting himself in there. Fuzzy Wuzzy makes some heads roll. Wait for it. There we go. Boop, one down. Nice Pango rolling Thunder once again. The Pangolier has been on point with his ultimate, forcing everybody to back up, but that means they know the ultimate is down. Turn around from the other side of the fight again. With that Mars Arena, Dawnbreaker, using magic resistance excellently, deal with that Juggernaut, and down goes the Keeper of the Light, Juggernaut right after him. GG gets called. Today we have some very fast-paced, very aggressive Dota, and I love it. It's been such a good game so far. Albeit this one
Right.